Greetings, Mark Thompson here, formerly of Mark and Brian. You're listening to the M25 show, which kind of sucks. Mine are good. Mark and Linda, Daddy versus Daughters. But since you're listening anyway, here it is, the M25 show.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of the M25 show. My name's Albert.
My name is Eddie.
And I'm Steve.
What's up?
And that's all we need, right?
I guess.
Are you saying we don't need Alyssa?
No, you just did.
No, you insinuated.
See, I'm ready for you. Always ready.
Are you finally
always ready to try to throw me under the bus? Not
after all these years you finally wised up?
Not today, Tim.
Damn.
Not today, Tim. I'm not gonna take it anymore. I'm not gonna take the shit from the public anymore either.
Tiny Tim.
Oh, brother, just because your little experiment failed.
What experiment?
Your little pre-show experiment.
Oh, doesn't matter.
What are you trying to do?
Eddie, it's funny. You were here with us.
Eddie wasn't paying attention.
I wasn't paying attention.
Eddie, is it a good day for you?
So far, so good.
Why is it a good day? What is so good about today?
Why is so? Because I don't have to go back to work tonight.
That's why it's a good day?
That's why it's a good day.
Are you happy you're alive?
Yeah, always.
All right. I just wondered.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Just asking. Well, everybody, welcome to the M25 show. Alberto's been lagging on our sponsors, so he's going to hook you up and tell you.
I've been lagging. Now you fly the plane, okay?
Okay, hold on a second. Oh, hey.
I sit here waiting with the screen on, ready to go.
They backwards letters. Relax.
Okay. My letters are fine.
All right, Alberto. People want to buy products.
Uh-huh.
And they only come here. They don't come here to listen to us. They only come here to get promo codes so they can buy things.
Hey,
so
have you done
we at least should tell them how to get it.
You've done the research?
Who, me? Yes. Yeah. I've looked up the analytics.
So they come for the guest and the promo codes, and that's it. Eddie and I are chopped liver. Well, the codes, the guests, promo codes, and Steve, and everybody, and Alyssa, and then Eddie and I are chopped liver.
Nobody said anything about chopped liver. You ever heard of Braunschweiger?
Braunschweiger?
Yeah, Braunschweiger.
What's that?
You never heard of that, Alberto?
Nope.
Well, you sure said it perfectly right.
Well, you said it. I just repeated it like a parrot. Yeah. How do you spell that? That might be our show title.
B-R-A with the two little dots on top of the A.
Oh, damn, hold on.
It's a German thing, Alberto. Put the dots on there.
What the two little dots mean?
Are you German all of a sudden?
Hey, why you have to make fun of people's race?
B-R what?
B-R-A-U. And that's all I know. It's in the deli section by the bologna. It's a spread. No, Braunschweiger. I think it's Farmer John. It's a B-R-A-U Braunschweiger. It's like a paste. You put it on toast or bread. It comes in a tube. It looks like a chorizo type tube, but
It's not liverwurst.
it's kind of like that, but it's called Braunschweiger. Did you find it, Alberto?
Nope.
You guys, I'm just you guys know you know this area in stores, and you never heard of Braunschweiger?
I go by the American name, whatever that is.
I think I have heard of it, but it's
Okay. You want to
liverwurst.
do this for me, Alberto, since you're on the phone. Type in a German spread, and then try to type in BRA. What the hell is that?
Eddie's getting call from the Braunschweiger people.
Farmer John's calling.
Oh my god!
German spreadable meat.
Yes, you found it. That's Braunschweiger.
Braunschweiger. That's it.
That's it, my good man.
All right.
What's it taste like?
What does it say? What is it for?
It's a soft spreadable meat, typically cased and smoked. So.
And it's a spread, right? You spread it on bread or.
It's like pate.
Yeah,
Toast.
I'll go to the German website. Braunschweiger is the name of several types of sausages in different regions and cultures. Depending on the recipe, it can be spreadable like pate or sliced, and is typically made out of sausage or beef organ meats.
There you go.
Originating in Germany, Braunschweiger was originally named after the town in Germany, Braunschweiger.
Braunschweiger.
You know what? I got German in me, Alberto. My grandpa used to make it, and he'd tell me when I was a little kid, he used to slap it on toast, right? It says, eat this and put hair on your chest. I took a bite of it, never had a bit. I don't know. Maybe I'll like it today, but when I was a little kid, I got.
You can swallow it?
Too much. He piled it on like peanut butter. I thought it looked like peanut butter. I didn't know it was organs and.
Yeah. You're eating there some cow kidneys there, Steve.
Cow tails and ears. And
I don't think a tail's. I don't think a tail's an organ.
Snout.
We're looking at what? Liver, kidneys.
I don't think that's an organ either. Oh my gosh. Who's
heart,
on the
liver?
Anyway, everybody go try Braunschweiger. It'll turn you into a man. And if not, if that don't turn you into a man, nothing will. Eddie, that's some hardcore stuff right there.
It sounds like something you feed your cat.
Hey, why are you making fun of people's heritage?
I'm making fun of it.
With this title, we're going to be big in Germany, and Eddie's going to be persona non grata there. He's the.
It's like a pate, right?
They're going to chase you out of that country, Eddie.
You're going to be the number 2 most hated German person in Germany.
Who's the first?
He's dead now. So he did some bad stuff like 100 years ago.
Who did?
The most hated person
in Germany.
Yeah, and that's Montez saying that it sounds gross.
Hey, I got to say something about Montez.
Okay.
Hey, Montez, good luck tomorrow. She's having surgery, Eddie, on her back. I hope it's okay that I said that, Montez, and I know I already did. Sometimes I say things I shouldn't say. It's kind of like when I give oral sex. I start doing it, and then, I think when she's pushing my head with her hand, and I think that means yeah, right? But that doesn't mean yeah when she's pushing it away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, when the hand is in front of your face, that means stop.
Oh, okay.
Well, when it's doing this, pushing you back, that means stop. When it's like from behind, pushing you forward, that means go.
Oh, I thought when she was pushing my forehead back away, she thought I had a big tongue or something, long tongue.
No.
But hey,
sorry to burst your bubble.
Oh my goodness gracious. Anyway, good luck on your surgery, and that's got to be a heavy duty one on the back, Eddie.
Oh yeah. Don't mess around.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Okay. Before our guest gets here, Alberto, do you want to do our sponsors? Since you do a great job at it.
I got one. You got the other.
Alberto, can you just help me?
I don't have the information on the second one.
I gave it to you though.
Yeah, well, I haven't researched.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, you can do the first one.
Natural Wonders. At Natural Wonders, they create high-performance health and wellness products that spring naturally from the 7 natural wonders of the world. Natural Wonders, they want you to be as clean and as beautiful as nature intended you to be. To them, you are the natural wonder. And right now, if you go to naturalwonders.com, wonders spelled WUNDERZ, you get your order. They got shampoos, they got lotions, they got something for Eddie for his lips. You go to get your order, you go to the payment page, you enter the code, the M25 show, like this, like behind me, all squished together, the M25 show, you're going to get 25% off your order. That's special just for our viewers, our listeners. If you're watching on YouTube and Facebook, go to the m25show.com, just above me right there. Go to the sponsors page. You'll find the link. You'll find the code. Listening to the podcast, right there in the show description, you got the link. You got the code. Easy as that. Right, Steve?
Exactly. Good job, Alberto.
Thank you.
All right. What's up with Eddie's lips?
I don't know. Was that him making noise?
Yeah, Eddie, what you okay over there? What were you making all
I'm
that?
fine.
I think his growth is finally in the studio. He's making kissy noises at her.
Oh,
So yeah, I'm pretty. Maybe Natural Wonders has some like their chapstick, their lip gloss. Keep Eddie's lips nice and soft for her.
Eddie stick.
If not that, then we got a new product for them, the Eddie stick.
Oh my gosh.
What happened?
Anyway, go shop on the website, and that's the only way you can get the 25% off.
Yeah, don't be like Eddie and go to the stores.
The store and buy it. You can if you really need it, but if you want 25% off your whole order, go to Natural Wonders website.
Don't be like Eddie, be telling the cashier, hey, if I mention the M25 show, I get 25% off, right? They're looking at Eddie like, get this crazy old man out of here.
The first thing they say is, what is the M25 show? What is that shit?
Poor Eddie looks perplexed.
Eddie, what's
I can't
wrong,
see
Eddie?
anything. I don't know.
What do you mean you can't see anything?
Off.
You're here, and
you can't see us?
No.
Eddie, are you sure you're not having?
He might be freezing for a second. I think you were frozen for a second, Eddie.
Maybe.
Man, he's had a straight face. I thought something was going on over there. Gonna have to call the 911.
Do we know Eddie's address by heart? Because if we have to send the ambulance over.
Nope. I'll just say it's over there behind that retail store.
Okay,
look,
Steve.
Just look for him. He's the only person who has the Jaguar in that neighborhood.
And not a nice one too. Older model.
Why you put Eddie's Jaguar down? That's a collector's item. I never see one.
Anyways,
like
if that does happen, Steve, you call 911. I'll get on maps and I'll find Eddie's address and give it to you. So, if Eddie's having a stroke, every second's important.
All right.
We got to learn to coordinate our efforts.
Yes, Eddie, you got people there. If something happens to him, he's got people. His brother can help him out.
Well, Eddie's in the basement right now. He doesn't tell anybody what he does.
My brother
Thursday morning at 9 a.m.
lives in the house in the back.
Well, I'll send him a message. Say Eddie passed out. Might be the end. Okay, our guest is in the waiting room, and we're going to bring him out right now. But before I forget, O'Hara's Landscaping. They do everything, Alberto. Tree trimming, lawns. They plant plants. They put in masonry, walls, anything you could think of, they do. And of course, they come to you. You can call them at area code 714-805-1103 for a free estimate. Ask them what it is you want to do to your business or your home. Even businesses have some kind of landscaping, right, Alberto?
They want to look nice, yeah.
They do sprinkler system. They do it all. And they're friends of our shows. And if you call them at the number I gave you, that's 714-805-1103, and tell them you heard about them from the M25 show, they'll give you 10% off your order or whatever you purchase, whatever
services you purchase.
Whatever services. And they are called O'Hara's Landscaping. And they service all of Orange County and Los Angeles County. So if you're in that area, give them a call. They'll give you a good deal if you mention our show. Promise you that. So O'Hara's Landscaping. All right, guys. Our guest is in the waiting room. We're going to pull him out now and talk to him. He's an actor. Eddie, you like movies, right?
Yeah, I like movies.
Yes, I know you sit down and you watch it off that stick or what the hell you have, or
Oh, we're not supposed to mention that. Eddie's going to end up in jail.
No, well,
Amazon's going to go to his house.
It's a fire stick.
It's a fire stick.
Please.
It's a Amazon. Eddie, you have not Eddie. Alberto, you have one too.
Yeah, mine's legit.
Oh,
so is mine.
We got our own guy talking shit on us. Come on, what's the matter with you?
I'm ratting you guys out.
Mine's legit.
Is it legit, right. Eddie? I trust you. Okay, all right, because we've got an actor coming on. We don't want to cause no waves over here. Okay, Alberto, don't do this. God, you were doing so good today too.
I was.
The sponsors and everything.
Should I put myself in timeout?
Yes, please. Just for a minute, and then you can come back. Okay.
Put himself in a corner.
There's my prison picture right there.
Oh God, I look like Ramon. Okay, we're gonna bring our guest out. He is a actor, model, and film producer. Mr. Derek Webb.
Hey guys, how's it going?
What's up, Derek?
Not bad. How are you guys doing over there?
Doing okay. Good. Sorry, we left you in the waiting room a little longer. We wanted you to get warmed up.
No, I was enjoying watching, honestly. I was having a good little sparkle backstage here. I was like, this is starting off pretty badass. So I was enjoying it, you know?
Well, it's a good thing you didn't wait, because we were going to talk about a lot of stuff. And
oh, geez.
While you're here, hey, you know what I found out? I'm sorry, I got to throw this in.
Yeah.
Now, we'll talk about this later. Let's talk about you.
Okay. Want to keep this it's all good. I was going to say, hey, it's your show, man. I mean, have at it now.
So, Derek, you're an actor. Yeah. So how do you feel about this? They came to an agreement, I hear. I saw on TV last night.
Oh, no. Yeah, supposedly, we'll see what happens, because 1 minute they're flip-flopping and the next minute they're like, oh, Hollywood's come to this big agreement that, because of the SAG Entertainment Network and all that they're going to supposedly give what they want for their, loyal payers and people like that, and the actors that work very hard in the industry. But really what it comes down to is a lot of it is like the films, the payments of these films, the budget that goes into the films. The actors, some of these actors are very well underpaid. Some of them are a little overpaid. I'll be honest. Being in the industry, I can say there are some who I've stumbled into, who I'm like, wow, how does this guy even get paid this much to do such stupid crap? Because it's all part of the industry. It's like being in the sporting and athletic industry. It's you see these guys in the Major League Baseball series, the Red Sox, the Yankees, they're very professional, motivated athletes, and they get paid very good money there. But I guess it all depends on where you are, and I guess what film you're in and what project you're involved in and what producer and what director you're working with. But so supposedly they've come to some sort of formal agreement. We'll see if that pulls through. But like I said, fingers crossed, because lately it's been a back and forth, he said, she said kind of game. So we'll see what happens.
Well, hopefully it does. And, I want to apologize, Derek, because we had to put one of our co-hosts in timeout, and it sucks that it had to be when we had a guest on.
It's okay. Get out of there, man. No, I'm only joking.
We don't usually discipline people when we have guests on, but he was out of control. It needed to be.
I was going to say, I should start running. I hit the hills. Get out, man. Get out.
Steve only does that in private.
Rockets or grenades.
He's one of those, he has a public face and a private face. I've known this private face a long time.
Well, like I said, we were talking. Eddie, you okay over there?
Yeah.
Okay. Eddie's making these faces like, when people get that face and it's real stiff, and you don't know something's going on.
I'm fine.
Okay, just making sure. I don't want. Derek doesn't need to be on this show for the first time. One guy gets put in timeout. The other guy has some kind of medical
emergency.
Yeah.
we see
I'll be like, guys, we'll reschedule this live on air. We'll be back after this. We had our guest walked away. Our co-host passed out. The other guy's in a self timeout room. So
hey, only the best, Derek. Only the best.
Hey. Yeah,
hey, why don't you tell us about you before we start shooting off some questions, and
okay,
what it is you do, and what you got going on and all that good stuff.
Yeah, no worries. I'm Derek Webb. I'm a Hollywood actor, film star, and producer. I currently in the middle of production and coming out with a couple of films, which one has already been released on DVD, one which is Hollywood Werewolf, featuring myself, Andy Dick, and LA film director James Balsamo. Great, phenomenal people. And as you all know, comedian actor Andy Dick, he's a phenomenal guy himself. But he's got his ins and outs, but he's a good guy. I'm also a celebrity, fitness trainer. I work with some of my celebrity co-stars and also some of my colleagues and celebrity entertainers in the industry as well with fitness stuff, which unfortunately, I had took a break from for a while because I fell very ill after contracted. I had contracted, unfortunately, COVID-19 twice within a year. And after getting it twice, the second time around, it really took a toll on me. And I ended up coming down with a lot of after effects symptoms of it. And it unfortunately knocked me out of the fitness realm for a little bit. And I'm still getting back on my feet there with a lot of the people I work with in the entertainment industry. But I work with people like Sandy Johnson you all may recognize Sandy Johnson. She starred in the Halloween series, original Halloween series with director John Carpenter from the 1978 Halloween original film. She played Michael Myers' sister, Judith Myers, in the series. I've worked with a lot of other well-known people. Kelly Maloney from she's also been a part of the Star Wars films. Andy Dick, the list goes on and on. I worked with many good associated with Adriana King from Friday the 13th. She started in the original Friday the 13th series as well. So I'm doing things in the fitness realm, helping train celebrities to get to the shape they want to be or get to where they want to be. But like I said, I took a break from that due to my unfortunate illnesses that I had fallen too ill because unfortunately I haven't been sick. And then, like I said, I do my film stuff. I'm an entertainer. I'm an actor. I work in the entertainment industry. I do things such as Hollywood Werewolf. I have a movie coming out, Staycation. That's going to be about a pandemic. Go figure. Ironically, it's about a pandemic, which go figure that came out around the same time COVID started happening, which I found very the irony in that, because the director of that film, he's a great guy. Russell Emule. He's a film director, and he works actually out there in LA. And me and him were joking around behind this. I was like, dude, what are the odds that we would be doing this during a time of this nature? And he's like, yeah, I know, right, man? So that should be coming out by this coming year. We got Vulps, which is a horror film that's going to be coming out as well, featuring myself and Sandy Johnson, who's a very good friend of mine and a co-star and a legendary Hollywood film actress. And she's also a former Playboy cover model back in the 80s and the 70s. She did a lot of Playboy magazine stuff, so she's a beautiful, phenomenal woman. And so I do work with a lot of phenomenal people in the industry of that nature. And I myself was several years back, I was featured in Playgirl magazine, the adult entertainment magazine. I was a Playgirl magazine star, and I did some adult content and nudity stuff there. So yeah, that's the guy I am. That's who you're looking at. Playgirl, former Playgirl magazine star, adult entertainment star, and Hollywood actor here.
Turn on your mic, Steve.
Oh, there you go. I was going to say I didn't hear anything.
Okay.
I was like,
hey, I'm just showing all my my talents. You see, I was going to do my voice is going to pop in later, like that martial arts movie stuff. It takes a while for my voice to kick in.
The next Karate Kid. No,
that's right. Eddie, what do you think?
Hey, you never know.
Derek's resume.
It's pretty good. How long have you been an actor, Derek?
Close to several years now, honestly. And the funny part is I haven't been involved in the industry too long, but I've been involved enough to know. It's the weird part about it is how I got involved in the industry, and what really set me off was I really was the working out, the health and fitness piece of I was always keeping my body in phenomenal shape, and I was going to the gym. To be honest with you, not that I'm trying to mimic the and I hope Arnold's not watching. Arnold, if you're watching out there, Arnold Schwarzenegger, don't take this. No, but no, Arnold's a great guy. But I was gonna say but I kind of it started almost in the same path as Arnold in a sense, because I got into the fitness industry, just how he did. I got into the bodybuilding, the working out, and then keeping the body in shape. And then you become known for that image. It was like one of those things that you become a spotlight of. I guess it's one of those things that's hard to explain. You become a globe for people, because they're like, wow, look at this guy. look at his build, look at his structure. We could use him in a movie or a magazine. And that's really what spit me off, was the image, and then becoming into the bodybuilding scene. Then eventually people taking notice to my body. And then I had Danielle Narcidio, who used to be the executive and CEO of Playgirl magazine. He invited me into being a star in Playgirl magazine. He's like, hey, dude, you're in great shape. We need a guy like you. You could do good in one of our hit upcoming magazines, and we'd like to be in our December issue. And I was like, oh, I mean, I'm not one for showing my stuff off, but that was, to me, it was an opportunity. So yeah, I ran with it. I took advantage of it, and I was like, hey, I grabbed it. And that's pretty much what got me in the spotlight of the entertainment realm, was my Playgirl magazine entrance. And then from there, after, being noticed by other people, being invited on some other talk shows. And then I ended up on LA Talk Radio. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with them, but I was on their show for a little bit. I did some co-hosting things with them. And then from there, another film director took notice to me, because he said, oh, this guy, he's like, hey, I saw you on LA Talk Radio. You've been in Playgirl magazine. I'd like you in one of my films. And then from there after, it just happened to be the Andy Dick film with James Balsamo. And it was with comedian actor Andy Dick himself. And he's like, so yeah, you do good for a couple of roles. I think you put good in that film. And I said, all right. And I took him up on that. And then from there, just one thing led to another, and boom, boom, boom. And it was a domino effect. And, that's where kind of I had the phenomenal, I guess I had the amazing opportunity to then be, involved in the industry, meeting such phenomenal people, being involved with the entertainment, like co-stars, people that I grew up as a kid watching. I never thought I'd get the chance to either meet or talk with a day in my life. And here I am talking with them, and I'm associating and affiliating with them. I'm working alongside them. And it's like, so it's an amazing feeling, but at the same sense, it's like, wow, how did I get to this point? And I think I owe a lot of that to my fitness and my health and my bodybuilding, because that's what started me off in the starting base.
Well, Eddie, I wanted to, I guess, so the Playgirl thing didn't hurt your acting career, because sometimes you hear.
I gotta honestly, I gotta yeah, I got a little grief from it, because it was obviously, you're talking adult content, adult nudity, so it's one of those things that you get looked at by, obviously, and like I know Disney, Walt Pictures, and Warner Brothers Studios get a little iffy about that stuff, but I wasn't picked on too hard about it, but I was looked at like kind of differently in a sense, because I was like, well, some of this stuff is going to be involving, children, we got kids that might be watching some of this stuff. Mm-hmm. We got kids like Disney, for example. They pretty much are very hard, they're a good company, but they're very strict and hard headed on who they work with when it comes down to that kind of thing. So I guess it all depends. Disney and Nickelodeon, things like that, they prefer to stay away from guys like myself who have been involved in adult content, because obviously you're talking like they represent children network, things of that nature. But they still offer, I mean, they have, not saying that just because I was in Playgirl, I could never get a show in Disney. I mean, there's always possibilities for being involved in acting with Disney and Nickelodeon, but I mean, it's just they're more frowned to that kind of thing, I guess, in some locations. But most places I've been, no, I haven't really gotten too much grief. I've gotten rumors, I've gotten speculation, I've gotten people, you're bisexual, you're gay, stuff like that. And I get picked on for it a little bit, and I was like, no, I'm one. I support the LBG community, I support the gay rights, and I support all those things. But I was like, no, I mean, I'm not gay. I'm totally straight. I just, I did it because it was my image. I built myself out to be to that guy and who I was. And it was a phenomenal opportunity for me to run with and start a career for myself. So
interesting. Alberto, do you have to be gay to be a Playgirl?
No.
You don't have to be. What is that? I
don't
think so either.
Here's the problem with Playgirl. It's, it's women aren't really into that kind of stuff. And the problem is mostly gay men will read Playgirl, because men want to see naked, whatever their desire is. People, they want to see that. So it's mostly gay men, and that's what happens. Like to a lot of people who appear in Playgirl, a lot of the guys, the big tease is women aren't looking at you, it's other guys looking at you.
Wait a minute here. So okay. So
I'm not saying that no women look at it, but majority it's good. It's kind of like the Chippendale thing that you think that the guys want to go dance and then be dancing in front of a bunch of women, but there's a lot of guys in there. It might be mostly guys.
Really?
Wow.
I'm glad I'm on this show. I learned things too.
Steve's going to cancel his Chippendale audition today. he was all set. We just scared him out.
No, but I look at it this way that okay, let's say girls they act like they don't want to look at pictures of naked men, but when you're with them, they sure do want to talk about the nakedness of a man. You of course, but I mean, when they're single, they still like penis. They like butts and whatever, guys, balls and everything. Go ahead,
and it was what.
Go ahead, Derek.
Sorry. Yeah, like Alberto was saying, like, I mean, like you guys were saying, Steve, like what both of you were saying is like it is a magazine traditionally, like you do find a lot of bisexual gay men involved in that kind of magazine, like Alberto was saying. And I'll be honest, you do. But there are some straight men who do it just like I said, like myself, who did it for the career in the entertainment industry or the image, or who did it for the possible future career opportunities, which is why I did it, because I was like, hey, it could be an open door opportunity. And ironically, it did. It opened doors for me. So I'm glad I did it in a sense. But I will say, though, at the time I did do that several years back, I had girls who I went to high school with, because back in high school, I wasn't the popular guy. I goofed off. I was the class clown. I got in trouble. I was always in the back of the corner of the principal's office. I was sitting in the blue chair waiting for my recommendation. But, so I wasn't the most popular guy. And then I had, after, I get out of high school, I found what path I wanted to go down, which was the fitness industry, health and fitness. And I developed myself into that. And then eventually doing the Playgirl thing, that's when I had actually, when I came out with that, when that magazine came out, ironically enough, I had multiple girls who I went to high school with, even girls on the cheerleading team who pretended they didn't know me back in the day. And then suddenly they knew me. And it was like, oh, hey, Derek, what's up? I had them personally trying to reach out to me. Can you meet up with me so we can talk? And can we come sign my magazine? Can you come sign my magazine? And I had multiple people. And I'm like, and it was nice, but it's one of those things, I guess. I mean, girls, they do look at it like Alberto, but getting back to the point, like Alberto was saying, there are some girls that do take a look to that stuff, but it is one of those magazines. It's kind of like, I guess, like it's a 50-50. It's a mix of, you get guys who are guys like guys and they go for that kind of thing. And then you get the girls who that's their fantasy, that's their desire. So they jump right into it and go for it.
I would have those chicks. I mean, I'd never been a Playgirl, but if I wasn't and a chick came from high school and wanted to talk to me, I'd say, you know what, just stay out of my life. You didn't want to be in there before. But in your case, if I was you, I would have said, yeah. I would have said, bring the book, and then I would have just signed the penis. I would have signed my name right on the penis, and then on the head it said, see ya. That's what I would have done. And then I would have got a copy. Hopefully your principal's a woman. I would have did the same thing right at the school.
I know, right? P.S. This is no, but I actually sent. Well, the funny part is, that's the thing, is I'm a good-hearted guy. I'm one of those guys, even despite having enemies, or I don't like holding grudges with people. I'm one of those guys that I like to not hold grudges. I like to try to get along with everyone I come across and meet, and I try to hold fairness and equality in everyone I stumble into. And it's just, despite the differences I may have had with them people back in the day when I was, I'm like, okay, that was high school. We're adults now, so it's like, whatever, I'll be nice and do this for these people. I'll do it, but it's just all about being adult and civil with one another. And that's how I tried to look at it, was just being a civil person. And and it was honorary to me, because to be looked at now by these people, like more like because back then it was like, I was pretty much looked at like nothing by anyone. And it was like, because, there's that troublemaker. There he is in the principal's office, and everyone don't hang out with him. He's nothing. He's bad news. He's not going to amount to nothing. And that's actually my head principal back in the day. He said to me one day, he goes, Mr. Webb, I got to tell you one thing. I'm like, what's that? He goes, you're going to amount to nothing in life. You're not going to succeed. You're not going to do anything. You're just you're always in the office. I'm always having to write you up. You're not going to amount. I'm like, yeah, well, that's what you say about a lot of great people, and look what happens. And then one day, boom, myself, here I am. I'm on a great show here with you guys, talking to you guys about doing great things I've done. And I mean, so you really should never doubt anyone. I mean, whether someone be, it just goes to show you with a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication and effort, you can get to where you got to be. It's just, you got to put the effort, the dedication, the hard work in.
What is the principal's name, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh boy. I don't want to get written up. No, it was Gary. His name was Gary Tyrone.
Gary Tyrone?
Yeah.
Gary Tyrone. Hello, Gary Tyrone. I just want to tell you that, people in your position think you're all badass and all that. And just because somebody hired you to sit in a chair at a high school, well, I don't think much of you. I think you're trash. Putting down the kids. They're still kids, Eddie. Unless you're like Eddie and graduated at 29. Most of them are kids. They're underage. And you're putting these kids down. And you can't do that.
Oh, yeah. It was sad, and me and him, we bumped heads. We didn't get along, honestly, and it was one of those things he always. And I'll be honest, that's some of why I caused a lot of trouble back in school. I think was because of the petty. Me and him had our differences, and I tried to avoid it a lot as I could. With but it was just the guy had it out for me, and I had it out for. It was vice versa. We both. It was almost honestly going. Speaking of the entertainment industry, we want to get involved the entertainment industry into that. I guess you could almost say it was kind of like the WWF era of it was like Vince McMahon and Stone Cold Steve Austin. It was kind of like that's what me and him had going. It was like, I hate your guts and I know you hate mine. So, go fuck yourself, take a hike. No one, it was one of those things that it was just clear as day. It was it was very clear. It was very clear, but it was just, unfortunately, like you said, some of these people, they get into a position of power and authority and they think they rule the world and they can walk on you, and that's how they act. So,
yeah, Alberto, what I just was telling Derek. Now, there's some places that you hold of, where you
power.
Can do that to adults. Yeah, power. But I mean, when you're dealing with kids, they're still kids. I know they're growing up and you're getting them ready for the world out there. But do you think that's a little severe to tell them they're gonna be nothing, and maybe they like to say, well, it drove me to be better and drove. Well, you know what? Maybe it can drive some people, but some people don't have that, and it drives them to the coffin. It could go either way.
That's pretty dark for a kid, but.
Well, I mean, some kids are a little sensitive, and if you have a man telling them, you're going to be nothing in this world, you might as well just give up.
I mean,
basically, is what they're saying.
I don't support that. I mean, you should be tough on kids, but I mean, not. That's almost abusive. I mean,
yes, it is. I'm very disturbed.
Relax there.
All right, I'll calm down.
Well, we've learned how Steve's school years were. He was probably told that a lot.
Yes, Derek brought back bad memories for me.
Oh man.
I just told my principal, you know what? I'm going to be something. I want to be in Playgirl someday. And when I am, I'm going to make sure you're taking the picture.
And I'm going to make sure you're standing right in front of me when I get,
that's right.
But honest to God, but it just goes to show you, I mean, you never know where anyone can end up in life and where people can go and what direction they can take. And it was one of those situations that, like Alberto, I guess, was saying, is that, I mean, I believe, and don't get me wrong, I believe the principal back then, I believe he had to be firm to a sense, because when you're committing to discipline and these kids, you got a clown like myself acting up or doing very goofy things or telling teachers off, at a sense, you got to be like, lay the law down and say, no, we can't have that. This can't be happening. But to another sense,
well, I agree with that.
But to another sense,
say, but not to tell them, hey,
but
you're not going to be nothing. Just say, hey, you know what? The road you're taking, the attitude you have, you're not going to get far in this world. Yeah. I'm here to help
degrade you. To degrade them and to put them down is very. It's
to tell them you're not going to be anything. No, that's
very abusive.
Unfortunately, nowadays I think it's just the opposite. We just hey, you're special. Do whatever you want, and
that'd be like if Eddie was a teacher in elementary school.
180.
Imagine Eddie teaching elementary school. He
Kids are
pulls
out of
in a
control.
third grader and he's all, "You're gonna be nothing when you grow up."
No, that'd be you, Steve.
I couldn't do.
I made you a little bastard. No, I'm always joking.
Eddie would be like a new teacher. The kids would be out of control, running the classrooms. Eddie just giving out A's. He doesn't care.
No, I
Steve,
couldn't do that.
Steve would be the old school teacher, yelling at them, calling them idiots. Telling them to
Football
shut
coach.
up.
I'll be running around with one of them bullwhips.
No football coach pulling on your
old school
helmet and
paddle.
telling you.
That's right. Pull out, spitting in your face, telling you you're trash. You know what? You guys are really bringing back bad memories of my childhood.
We're learning a lot about Steve.
Oh,
I
that's
got
done about me.
paddled
It's
in
about
junior
Derek.
high.
What's that, Eric?
I got paddled in junior high by my PE teacher.
Well, that's okay. You got discipline. But they didn't tell you weren't going to go nowhere. They were running you a line so you could go somewhere.
That led Eddie on a dark path of life. He still he can't be happy if he's not paddled.
I would rather be paddled than somebody telling me before I really know what's going on that I'm not going to be anything in this life. I'd rather be spanked. Mm-hmm. And okay, hey, you know what? Somebody's put me in line. I know who.
By a female teacher.
I don't give. Yeah, female, male, but I mean that just shows. I mean, the only other place you get spanked is at home, where if you do something wrong, they make sure to let you know you did. Back in the day, anyway. I don't know how it is today.
Not no more.
But back in the day, you mess up, you get well, my day we called them a beating, not a spanking. So
ass whooping.
Then you get a good
take
old
him down
ass
a peg or two.
That's right. So
I
want to thank you for pulling up all these bad memories for all of us here.
Yeah. Thanks, Derek.
You're very welcome.
Derek's going to leave in a few minutes, and
my...
Eddie and I have to deal with it.
Oh yeah,
I feel bad. I wasn't trying to pull.
After Derek leaves, I'm going to be all irate through the rest of the show.
Tune in, folks. It's going to be a puppy landing.
No, and then actually, plus I'm going to be doing things too, which I want to let fans and audiences know. I'm working on right now an article with online celebrity entertainment for a cover article for Celebrity Entertainment Magazine online. We're going to be working together with them people. We are actually in the process of working on a cover issue. I'm also working on a new cover for Spotlight Entertainment Magazine, and also by the end of this year we are in talks with doing some work with Forbes magazine as well. So anyone taking tune, stay tuned for that. And we got some new film projects we are working on, including potentially a mini Chucky series, which we're not, nothing's been confirmed yet, but that's a possible possibility, something I might be getting involved in by the end of this year as well.
Chucky. I love Chucky.
Chucky.
Turn on your mic, Steve. Your mic, you're muted, dumbass.
You know what? You guys got me so screwed up today.
You're never.
You know what I was doing?
It was all that principal talk.
You're a disgrace to humanity in general.
You know what I was doing, right? When I pulled up Derek on the big screen, I put my thing on mute, and I was breaking shit over here because I'm so upset. I forgot to take the mute button off.
He's cussing out his elementary school principal.
Yeah.
We're like, guys, come on. This was like, what, 20 years ago? 30 years ago.
Yeah, but for me,
you guys
it was
are
like
taking
yesterday.
this harder than I did now. What's that?
Steve gets mad when I pull up stuff from 5 years ago, but Steve's going back 50 years to his childhood. So
Steve's gonna pull out the yearbook.
My principal pulled me in the office, and he's like, "Why are you even here?" And I go, "What do you mean? You called me in here. No, why are you even here at the school?"
You should have done.
I go, because I'm supposed to. I have to. He's all, not anymore. You don't have to. You feel free to walk out.
Steve was the inspiration in that Lean on Me when Morgan Freeman takes the kid to the roof.
Oh boy.
You smoking crack, aren't you? Go ahead and jump.
Come on.
Late night behind the seesaw.
There was a principal.
That teacher really cared right there. I don't know about what, but he
what
cared.
happened? Yeah. Smoking and drinking the Yoo-hoo with a no.
Eddie, you got a question for Derek?
Yeah, Derek. How did the fitness thing come about? How did you get involved in that? How did it start?
Honestly, thank you. That was a really good question, actually. It really, what motivated me was, honestly, back in the day was probably because, like I said in the beginning, I was goofing off and not trying to upset Steve, but the principal thing, getting in trouble in school a lot. But what motivated me tremendously was And a big thanks to my brother. My older brother, William Webb. He's my older brother, and he was a good motivator for me because back then he's my older brother, and I looked up to him as a younger brother, obviously traditional sibling kind of thing. But he did a lot of athletic sport. He was on a couple of baseball teams and back in school, and he did a lot of sporting stuff. And I saw him occasionally, not a lot, but occasionally he did some working out, and he had his own weight set and things like that. And what started it out for me was working out with a set of old rusted dumbbells and a couple old, rusted set of weights and the concrete in my garage that I had. And I started off there in my garage and I was working out. And from there on, after, I was like, wow, I love this. I think this is something I want to do. It's helping relieve stress. It's helping give me more stamina, more motivation, more energy. And I went with it. And from thereafter, it was a dedication. It was like, I became, a health freak because I went from drinking, I was drinking, we're talking like, junk food, Fiesta, pizzas, drinking Pepsi, Coca-Cola, and then it turned from that to suddenly I got into the fitness realm. And it was like I said, because of the motivation, my brother had inspired me into that, and I got involved. And then when I started hitting the weights, I started eating healthier. I got into eating vegetables, eating fruits, and doing the traditional, high protein. I mixed it up. I did my own. And the weird thing is I did a lot of chemical, like my own little personal at home formulas with physical fitness training. I did I had a lot of it. I did one for 30 days. I'd do a 30-day trial of just lean meats and proteins. And then I'd do a whole vegan thing where I did all vegetables for 30 days, which I like. Vegan's not a bad diet. It's a really good way to go, but you got to have a lot of physical and mental momentum for that kind of thing. A vegan diet, it doesn't give you, it didn't work well for me because I was the heavy bodybuilder guy. I was the guy in the gym doing I wanted to lift heavy and big. And with vegan, it was just you're not getting that protein. You're not getting that good source of mineral, you're not getting that good source of very high protein that you should be. And so that kind of ruined that for me. So I took the vegan route for a little bit, and I was like, nah, this is just if you want to be lean and stay skinny and you want to look like a toothpick, by all means, yeah, definitely vegan would be the way to go. But if you're trying to bulk up, you're trying to gain the weight, the muscle mass, which is what I was doing, which is what I wasn't doing. That's definitely not the route to go. But going back to it, yeah, it was just my brother who motivated me, and then from there it made me it just became a whole new way of life for me. All I did was study ritually different supplemental nutrition ideas. I went into taking health and fitness courses to understand the difference in what you should take and what you shouldn't take for supplemental meals. And I got more involved into going to the gym, working out with the guys locally at my gym. I then got into a personal private gym where I worked out 2 to sometimes 4 or 5 hours a day. And it just, from there, it just took off. And that's where pretty much it all went down for me.
Very, very cool.
Okay.
Hey,
are you big on protein shakes and stuff like that?
Yeah, I've been pretty good with the protein shakes. I mean, I personally, I've always stuck with, honestly, I used to drink a lot. It was one of the things I did a lot when I worked out in bodybuild which I still do, but like I said, I had to take a break for a bit because unfortunately I fell ill because of having the after effects from that second round of COVID, which my doctors and I are still trying to get figured out, which sadly took a toll on my body. But and going back to your question, yeah, I mean, the protein shakes, they are good. They're a good source of supplemental nutrients. The only thing is there are some of the protein shakes, which you got to watch out for. Some of these protein drinks, you got I don't know. I want to be careful maybe mentioning names on live air. I don't want to get anyone in legal problems, there are some of these companies have very sneaky things they sneak into these products that can cause underlying health issues if you're not taking them or using them properly. We're talking stimulants that can actually be bad for your heart health, stimulants that can cause overgrowth, enlargement of the heart chambers and heart tissue. They're but for a little while, there was a protein supplement which I was taking that, come to find out, there was a class action lawsuit put against these people because they were sticking things in the drink that were actually causing people to have heart problems and causing people to end up having heart attacks. And it was like, you know, this, I mean, you gotta very bad. I mean, the one thing I do stick with, the one drink I did do a lot was whey protein. I've always tried, whey protein was always my go-to. I always made one large thing of whey protein. It was a big. We're talking big, like, no, I'm not saying Andre the Giant. It was just a good mug style. I used to make a good portion of whey protein. I'd blend that together with some eggs, spinach leaves, bananas, strawberries, and mix that bad boy together. And I'd throw it, chug it down, go to workout, and then I'd have one as an after replacement meal after my workout. And I'd take that afterwards. So I supplemented before and after my workouts. And in between, I was eating 6 to 8 large meals a day, sometimes 10. And he was like, what is this guy doing, man? I'm getting stomach aches over here. And then eating, my doctor one day, the funny thing is my doctor actually looked at me and she goes, I love the fact that you're in good shape, but my only concern, Mr. Webb, is just between you and I, we got to cut back on the eggs a little bit. I'm like, don't do that. My eggs are my source of protein. She goes, well, the eggs are, too much cholesterol and you just got to be careful, goes back to, you got to be careful how much and what you're intaking, because too much of these things can be also a bad thing. And I was plowing through, when I was heavy bodybuilding, I was plowing through, like, we're talking 8 to 12 eggs a day. And then that's not even including, then that's not even including, having my steak, for lunch, having a good 8 to 12 ounce steak. And then for dinner, having chicken and I ate like a horse, and it was just, but that was my thing is, I guess, but my turn to would be the protein shakes. Like, going back to your question, the whey protein was my go-to drink. And I would strongly recommend that for anyone. My personal advice is take one before a good workout and take one after a good workout. And you don't even have to go right to you don't need to go to a particular brand. There's protein shakes out there. Like, I'm in the process right now. I'm working with a company out in LA right now. We're working on possibly developing my own protein shake. We're still working on that. And nice. I'm trying to formulate and to come up with a formula that would be good for not only energetic, like, not energy, but because I want to present something to the people that's going to be very healthy and not dangerous to your heart health or physical health, because a lot of these drinks, like I said, they have these underlying products and chemical they have a lot of these things in them that are very unhealthy that people don't know about, that are very stimulating to your heart health, your major organs. And really I want to develop and design something with natural, remedies. And right now we're in the process of working on possibly our own supplement line of doing so. But I would go to the whey protein. That's what I always went to. And doing spinach leaves, broccoli. I used to blend everything in there. I used to throw it all in a blender, spinach leaves, broccoli, you name it. I did it.
Alberto, I'm going to help Derek out here since he's a friend of the show now. I'm going to help him out. Okay, this is going to change his life. He thinks he should whey drinks. Well, hold on a second. I'm going to help him out. Hold on.
He's helped me out a few times, and it hasn't ended up good.
Hold on a second. Okay, so this is you're not going to have, you can still drink your whey drinks and all the stuff, but this thing, all you got to do is just have one of these in the morning. That's it. And it's gonna take over everything that you've been doing, all these foods and all these protein drinks. You just get a piece of bread.
Elderberry?
No, I'm not. That's a sexual thing. No, this is for when you work out and get big, bulky, and strong. You just get a piece of bread, throw it in the toaster, lightly toast it. Get a thing of Braunschweiger, slap that shit on there, eat that thing up, and your world's gonna change.
If you can swallow it.
If it's. Yeah, I was gonna say if it can go down the right way, we'll see what happens there. But
hey, Derek. Some things don't have to taste good to work. Come on.
Hey,
right?
I mean, that is very true. I mean, I'll be honest, you do as much as we are goofing around here for a second, but like that is a very true statement because a lot of people used to give me grief for the whole blending up spinach leaves and doing this and doing that. They're like, that looks so gross and that's nasty. And I was like, as nasty as that looks, that's what made me who I am today. And to be honest with you, I'm not complaining because whatever I was doing did the right thing. What I was doing obviously worked clearly because if I didn't, I wouldn't have ended up in the position I am today. I don't want to be on this great show with you great folks talking with you. So, I mean,
spinach is good
for you.
Helped
his mind out, Eddie. And he's got a good head on his shoulders.
Yeah, spinach is good for you. Just ask Popeye.
I don't eat spinach, Eddie.
Yeah, Popeye. But yeah, no, he is
Popeye, but I can't eat spinach or green beans because when I eat it, I start gagging, and I'm like, God damn it, I don't want to gag. I want to eat it, and then I start gagging, and it just sounds bad throughout the house. Yeah. So maybe if I could put something on it to dilute the taste, or I don't know if it's the smell or something, but it makes me actually like, when you, I can't do it. Oh, no. And nothing against green bean eaters or spinach eaters.
I love all that stuff.
Well, good for you, Eddie. I am happy, and you, Derek. Hey, if you make a drink and it comes out, take it easy on the green beans if you put them in there, because I'd hate to try your drink out and gagging. I don't want to do that. It's just like mustard. Yeah. When I smell mustard or I eat mustard, I get that same gag thing going on. I don't know what it is.
I definitely don't intend to use mustard. I promise that one. But
thank you.
I will. Yeah,
he's like, a nice juicy steak, Steve.
Well, I could eat a steak. Yeah, I love steak.
Nice juicy steak.
Oh, then now we're talking medium rare steak.
Bloody rare. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. Yes. That's how I take. I love mine covered in blood, dude. I'll be honest. Mine, you gotta have it bloody. That's the best way to get it.
Mm-hmm.
See what? Eddie, this guy is on the right track. Screw your principal. This guy's a good guy over here, Derek. You're a good dude. Whatever your principal.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Dude.
But they do say too much of a good thing is bad for you too, right? You can't have steak for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to have it, but like I said, you don't want to overdo it. I actually had like a friend of mine. I'm not like I don't want to mention names on air either because I don't want to. Like I said, I don't want to. I don't want to like for any legality purposes. But I had a buddy of mine who I used to work out with, and he did one day he goes, oh dude, I want to get big. I want to he goes, I want to get the big, I want to lift it because I was lifting with one arm. I was doing 95 to 100 pound dumbbell curls. And he goes, I want to do that. And he's only doing like 30, 40 pounders. And I'm like, well, hey, try to take some of these supplements, try some of this, one supplement I take is this kind of supplement. I introduced him to these supplements and he's like I'm like, he goes, how many of these a day do you take? I'm like, you only take, 3 a day to go with each meal. And they were pill form. They were they were supplements in a pill form. And come to find out, we're on our way to the gym one day and he's telling me, he's like, oh man, I got some chest pain. I don't feel good. And I'm like, you're right. And he goes, well, those supplements you let me try. He goes, how many? He goes, I took, I'm not sure if this has anything to do with it, but I took I ate the whole bottle within a week because I thought I'm like, dude, what? And I'm like, that comes with 30. It's supposed to get you through a whole month. You ate them in a week. And he goes, well, I want to get big. I want to get big really quick. And I want to be big like you and other people who work out. And I'm like, okay, well, the key is to not kill yourself. That's one. Yeah. And I'm like, second of all, I'm like, that's called overdosing. We don't do that. And I'm like, and third of all, I'm like, the other issue is like too much, like going back to the saying, too much of that, too much of the things can be a bad thing as well. Like it's one thing to have your supplement, your nutrition drinks and your meal replacement drinks, things like that. But too much of that stuff as well can also cause more harm than good. So you want to make sure you just do modified portions and you do things like, in a lot of weightlifting, a lot of people, and I used to share my secret to people is a lot of it comes out of the food. A lot of it's the protein, the food you're intaking. And a lot of the secret is it's really the workouts have play a contributing factor, but a lot of people don't even understand a lot of it comes out of the nutrition. It's really, if you get up in the morning, you're like, oh, I want to have some good abs. I want to have a 6-pack set of abs and I want a good, 35 plus inch bicep, but I want to sit there and eat, 5 pieces of toast and a Spanish hot dog. And no offense, dude, but you're not going to develop that body with that kind of meal. It ain't going to happen.
Hold on.
Unfortunately, I hate to break it to you, but
what is a Spanish hot dog?
I don't know. That I had a button. No, that was back in the day. I had.
It's spinach.
What's that?
Is it spinach hot dog or Spanish?
Spinach.
Spinach.
I said Spanish hot dog.
Yeah,
what's
Spanish.
That?
You said Spanish hot dog. Right?
He's like,
what the hell?
He's like, what the?
Eddie, this is your up your alley. What is a Spanish hot dog, Eddie?
I don't know.
Hey, Derek, what the hell is that? Alberto, Google that shit. I never heard that in my whole life.
Google that shit.
A Spanish hot dog. What is that? Are you sure you're not eating chorizo and a hot dog bun?
Oh man, I had it just honestly it just came out as a rant. So I think I don't really mean a Spanish hot dog, but what I meant to say was a regular hot dog. But if you're going out eating like random shit like that, like first thing in the morning, like, and you have these people like, for example, like a really good example, and I promise I'll use actual layman terms this time, but like I've actually had people go, oh, I don't know how it's not working. I eat sausage and I go to Dunks every morning. I eat healthy there. I eat like a sausage, egg, and cheese on the side, and I'm like,
what the hell? Dunks? What is it?
Dunkin' Donuts.
That. Oh, you're telling me before you're going to the gym, you're going to a fast food restaurant to eat a greasy, fattening piece of sausage with like on a piece of high carbonated, like I mean, it's all really common logic and common sense. It's about it's not rocket science, really. It's about using the right, like for example, you get up in the morning. I mean, why not have a bowl of, not everyone, everyone has to start off at their own, caliber. But I mean, if you're getting up in the morning, try a little cup of, try to have a portionable size cup of blueberries or strawberries, diced strawberries with maybe a banana, and then maybe on the side have some egg whites. And then for lunch, start off small when you're starting off into the fitness thing, then go big. Start doing maybe 4 or 5 regular eggs a day with maybe a piece of steak in the morning, and then come lunchtime do some salad greens with some steak. It's common sense. It's about eating the right things and choosing what's right and wrong. And like you get those people like, oh, like I've watched grown guys walk out of a gym and like they go right from the gym and go right to the next door gas station, and they're buying a 12-ounce bottle of soda, and I'm like, dude, and these people wonder why they're not getting results. It's not I mean, it's just you're first of all, to me, soda's poison. I won't touch it because it's way too much chemical carbonated crap that our FDA puts in it, and they won't tell you about that, and too much sugar and all that other stuff. But like things like that, things of that nature, people just overindulge in it, and in the American society, and they just wonder why and it's bad because there is a bad pandemic in this world. We have a bad obesity, weight pandemic. We have a lot of people who are just suffering health issues, heart issues, and a lot of it, is thanks to our own government, our own FDA. They really poisoned our own people. They've supplied it, and they expect people to eat this garbage, and then they wonder why there's a health pandemic. And it's like, well, I mean, you're feeding people stuff that's chemically made to give them cancer or give them autism or giving them other forms of underlying medical diseases. What do you think is going to happen? And it's just, it goes into a realm of stuff. But fitness it's one of those things that it's all about common sense. It's right from wrong, and choosing the right things and making the right decisions and eating the right meals. And that's really where you need to put your mindset.
Alberto,
do you drink a lot of water?
Can you get, for our next Christmas party, can you line up some Spanish hot dogs and let's see how these things go. I'm very curious. Well, I don't know if they're healthy or not, but we're going to give them a shot.
So, I mean, researching that.
So, you big on water, Derek? You drink a lot of water?
Hold on, Eddie.
What's that?
What Spanish hot dog
you drink
is.
a lot of water?
Yeah. I mean, I drink water. I try to, because unfortunately, like I discussed in the show a few times already, I mentioned because of the underlying effects I had from that bad second round of COVID-19 I went through.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it did something very bad to my glucose system, to my blood sugars, to the point my blood sugars cannot maintain stabilization, which is very weird. So if I drink too much water now, it dramatically drops my blood sugar. So I used to like, but like you were saying, I used to drink lots of water. I was drinking like several more, I'd go through at least 8 bottles of water a day, if not more.
8?
And yeah.
Eddie, how many bottles do you go through a day? Eddie.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. There's only one Eddie here.
I don't know, about 40 to 60 ounces a day.
How many bottles is that? A day?
Yeah.
How many bottles is that, Derek?
What is that? What is
it's about 8 bottles.
40 to 60 ounces.
That's about.
A day.
I was gonna say, it's about 8 bottles. Yeah.
A day?
Mm-hmm.
Is that about right, Derek, or is that too much?
Sounds about accurate. Yeah.
Well, back in the days, they say drink 8 glasses of water a day, so it's about right.
About 16 ounces.
Yeah,
is
no,
that a glass. 16 ounce.
Yeah, about
hey,
that
Derek,
roughly.
You know
So I'd say 12, Derek, 16 ounce.
You have to do me a favor. You got to get yourself on Instagram so we could promote you on more places. And because I know you're on Facebook if people want to follow you or however that works now. But also Instagram's a good place too because they can follow you. The more places
I do have an Instagram, but my manager, unfortunately, that's the thing is I got to get back in contact with my manager because me and her are working on getting my Instagram up and running because she actually helped me create my Instagram. And but the downfall is reason why I said to you guys I don't have one right now at the moment is because for some reason which I've been in contact with my manager who helps me with all that stuff several times, and she's telling me, she's like, I'm trying to get all these pictures on, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that, but it keeps saying that the page is no longer accessible and it's not letting me log in. So she gives me the login information. I've tried logging into it myself and it's not letting me have access. For some reason, it's given us trouble. So right now we're in the process of fixing that, but definitely when we do get that fixed, I will update you guys with that information.
Very good. And then, until then, if you want to follow Derek Webb, you can follow him on Facebook by typing in Derek Webb.
Yeah, or you could just log on. Or I have Derek Webb at trainmelive.com where I do some training and athletic. I do have my own training, some of my own training material there at trainmelive.com.
Trainmelive.com. Do they type in your name or how do they get you?
They can just look up. I'll be under a bunch of, there'll be a search bar right on the website, and you can find it'll say, athletic trainers, and it'll give you a selection, and I'll be one of the names right there. Yep.
Derek Webb.
Yep.
Okay, and what is one more time the website? What is it?
Trainmelive.com. Trainmelive.com. So
trainmelive.com. Go check that site out, and then search Derek Webb if you want to see his workout, what he teaches or what he's doing.
And of course, if you want to see me nude, go just type in Google Derek Webb Playground. I'm only joking.
For people want to see Derek nude, we can't forget about that. I don't know. I don't think you can buy it on the. Do people still buy that stuff?
You can actually. It's still. Yeah, it's still. You can buy. It's no longer like on the shelf per se because it's like it was several years ago when I did that magazine. But you can still buy copies of it online. If you go onto playgirlmagazine.com or playgirl. You go www.playgirl.com. They have a section on the website where you can buy the magazine itself. You can go back and buy previous magazines they've had. So you can buy copies of it. Yeah, so you can still buy it online, but as far as store shelf goes, it was diminished from. It was pretty much that was several years ago. So I believe you're not going to find it on the shelf right now.
Well, if you're interested in his Playgirl magazine, just go to playgirl.com and you could search for it online on their catalog, right, Alberto? It's probably catalog section or something like that.
Just get to the website.
You just type in Derek Webb, right?
Derek Webb and
Derek Webb. And
definitely check out my new movie Hollywood Werewolf featuring myself and Andy Dick, and that's it's out on Blu-ray and DVD. Walmart, Best Buy, Amazon, anything website. Check it out. You can buy it online, buy it at Walmart, anywhere.
Streaming too, I imagine, right?
Yeah, I think it is on stream. As far as I know, it is anyway. But yeah,
it's Hollywood
Werewolf.
Check
Hollywood
out
Werewolf. Yeah,
Hollywood Werewolf, starring our new friend here.
Did you say the Staycation movie is out already, or is it coming?
Staycation. We are still working on that. That should be out by I'm assuming early or mid this coming year, 2024, roughly, should be out. And so the Vaults, which is going to be a horror film featuring myself and Sandy Johnson from the Halloween series, from the original John Carpenter Halloween series. So that should be coming out too as well this coming year as well.
Okay. Very cool. Hollywood Werewolf. Eddie. Go check that out, okay? And everybody watching, go check out Hollywood Werewolf. And then when your newer movies come out, let us know, and we'll do a little shout-outs on our show here and there about your movies. How's that sound?
Beautiful. Sounds great, brother. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you for coming on, Derek. It was a blast having you on, and take care of yourself.
Oh yeah. Thank you. You too, guys.
All right. Stay in touch. Stay in touch. Stay in touch. If you need us any help or anything, just send us a message.
Oh yeah, most definitely, brother. Thank you. Same here. Anything you guys need, shoot me a message.
Yeah, next time you're making a movie or you're gonna be the main guy, give us a call. We don't do movies often, but for you, we'll think about it. We'll probably will.
He's like, well, we'll put you into we'll put it in consideration. He's like,
Yeah.
well, as long as you offer us a Spanish hot dog on set, right?
We want Spanish hot dogs in our. We want rooms with the stars on them too,
with black beans and no,
all that good stuff.
Alrighty.
All right, Derek. You take care of yourself, and thank you again for coming on the
show.
Brother.
Bye-bye. Take it easy, guys. Love you.
All right, that was Derek Webb, and interesting gentleman, Eddie.
Yeah.
Interesting gentleman. So, Alberto, what the hell is a Spanish hot dog?
So for my research, it's basically a chili dog, but I guess not chili the way we know it. It's tomato based with either any kind of spices. I've seen like some with paprika,
jalapenos,
or just like regular chili powder. Other variations. I've seen like 4 variations. Another one was like a sloppy Joe on a hot dog, and then there was one kind of like a tomato sauce, and then they crumbled up barbecue potato chips and they put that on top. So but mainly it's kind of like a chili dog, but a little bit spicier, I guess.
So like chili beans?
Not chili bean, but like they'll make a chili sauce. They'll make a sauce out of tomato and add chili powder, paprika, spices that kind of make it. Not a salsa, like a sauce.
Okay,
like a
chili
sloppy,
sauce,
like a sloppy Joe sauce.
Something like that.
Runny, so it's thick.
Thick sauce, like a gravy type thick. I guess you thicken it up.
But you remember that when there was a hot dog topping that came in a can? I haven't seen it in a while.
There is that one in the can. It's a chili sauce, like hot dog chili sauce. I guess that is it.
I haven't seen it in a while.
So not like that. You know, the kind you get at the bean aisle, the canned beans. But it's.
I don't know if they still make it.
I haven't seen it in a while.
Is it such a thing, or is it just something made up?
No.
It's some people they call it the Spanish hot dog.
So if you make a Spanish sauce and you just pour it on a hot dog, it's called a Spanish hot dog.
Yes,
that's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
now you put a pickle and get a sesame seed bun, and it's a Chicago dog. So
a Chicago dog.
Yeah, Chicago has their own hot dogs.
Just because you put a pickle in it?
I forget what more than a pickle. There's a couple of ingredients they put in there. You never had a Chicago dog?
No, I haven't. When am I going to have a Chicago dog?
They sell them here. Yeah, they sell them here. Go to Wiener
If I want a Chicago dog, I'll just get a pickle out of a pickle jar and throw it in and eat it on the side. To put it inside the dog next to the fucking weenie. That make it a Chicago dog. Chicagoans are pretty smart, huh? They figured they get
there was that one place
and they put Pink's it next to the meat.
Pink's hot dogs. I wonder if they are they still around?
If Pink's is in LA, right?
Various locations. The main one is in LA.
Okay, in California.
Yeah,
a little more smarter than the Chicagoans.
There's one. I think there was one in Knott's Berry Farm, but I don't think it's there no more.
Yeah, no more. Universal Studios, yeah.
Pink's hot dogs.
So what is that? A Chicago dog?
I guess they put some tomato and onion.
How come a hot dog looks like a
no ketchup though.
Dick. Looks like a horse dick.
Well, that's what it is.
It's all pink, bright pink. How come it's like that color? It looks like the horse gets a heart on.
It's way down there. It's in the middle. It's not this red stuff over here. It's
what is
down
that thing
there
on the top? What is that red thing on the top next to your hand? Your 4 fingers.
Probably tomato.
Damn, that's a tomato?
No, you cut it up in wedges. That's what it is.
Eddie, do you eat tomato that thick? Thicker than the hot dog?
Actually, no. Sorry, sport peppers. Sorry to insult people in Chicago.
No, I don't eat tomatoes that thick.
So it's got a sport pepper. It's got a hot dog, and it's got pickles in it.
Pickle and some onions and mustard, but no ketchup.
It's a Chicago dog?
You know the rule, right? If you ever end up in Chicago, don't put ketchup on your hot dog. They'll beat you up.
Well, that's why I don't go to Chicago, because it's just ridiculous. Why can't you just have a hot dog?
You can.
Just a hot dog. What makes okay? So if let's see, what's L.A. California? What do you think of foods when you think of California? What can I throw in a hot dog to make it a Californian dog?
Bacon.
That would be a California. You would think California if you throw bacon in a hot dog. What would you think of
guacamole?
Going to California and you have a hot dog and it's
just
only thing.
But we don't
mustard ketchup.
Mustard and relish.
You know, mustard and relish.
I don't put relish on my. I don't put ketchup on my hot. Just mustard and relish.
Well, I'm just saying, like every state, like Chicago has their thing, and what would New York be? New York, what? Just a little slice of pizza in it or something, or what? Sauerkraut. Okay, well, with California, what can they do to
guacamole?
Place their. No, I didn't say Tijuana. I said California.
Guacamole. That's pretty much a California thing now.
Just relish and mustard.
Yeah, that's
just eat your hot dog plain, people.
That would be
Spanish
that would
hot
I think that would be. You can go to a baseball stadium and then give you a hot dog and put relish and mustard and ketchup if you want. But
yeah, but that's kind of like
onion,
the
maybe
traditional.
Onion, grilled onions. Yeah, it's a traditional hot dog.
I'm saying, like, for California, like, every state has their own trademark kind of thing, I guess. Like Chicago. I mean, Eddie, would you throw a sports pepper in your hot dog and that other shit they were talking about? I never even thought of that, but Chicagoans did.
No.
But what would you do here that people in Chicago or Nebraska would go, wow, you put that in your hot dog? Yeah, that's what we do out here.
According to cookingwithcorals.com, California hot dog is an all-beef hot dog wrapped in bacon and topped with guacamole and Monterey Jack cheese.
There you go. Bacon.
Wow, they threw bacon in there too, huh?
Another one.
I got you.
Another says wrapped in. I guess bacon is the main ingredient. Wrapped in bacon, topped with onions, peppers, mayo, ketchup, and mustard.
I think I like that. What's the first one?
Monterey Jack cheese and guacamole.
Cheese and guacamole.
I would go for that. I could do that one. As long as they don't put too much onion in the guacamole. Don't put any onion in it. Just use guacamole and avocado and mayo. Oh, fuck yeah. That's good shit right there.
We're really talking about food today, man. We must be hungry. Braunschweiger.
What's that one place? Have you ever eaten that hot dog on a stick?
Hot dog on a stick in the mall?
Yeah.
That's where those chicks jump up and down, bouncing their boobies around.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I never ate there. I just go to watch the girls.
Yeah, I've never eaten there either. I think I've had their lemonade.
He just gets in line, then he gets to the register. Sorry, I forgot my wallet in my car. He runs out.
I changed my mind.
Unless they're jumping on the hot dog, I'll buy that dog. That's it. Anything. Oh, Eddie, see what you do to this show. Oh my. Hey, you know what? I just found out there's such of a thing as leather leggings. For ladies. Did you know that?
I didn't know that, but I guess.
How is that even possible?
They're not chaps.
They're called pants.
They're called leather leggings, though. So they stretch like a legging, but they're leather.
Leather doesn't stretch.
That's what I was saying. But there's such a thing as leather leggings.
It's pleather. Maybe it's pleather.
What is pleather?
Fake
okay,
leather.
Eddie, what did I tell you about using words you don't know what they mean?
It's fake leather. Pleather is fake leather. Like.
Okay, well, I imagine they're probably not genuine 100% leather, but they are called leather leggings. Could you imagine the asses of how they look with that? Oh my gosh, all shiny and big. Oh my god! Now I'll eat what is that thing called? A buffalo dog?
A pleather dog?
A Chicago dog. I'll eat a Chicago dog if I could look at chicks in leather leggings. Especially when they got to tie their shoes and don't bend their knees. Oh, hell yeah. You see, I like to eat healthy too, guys.
Does leather sweat?
I hope so. I hope to God it does. I want those things sweaty. Oh, boy. Now you're talking my stuff, Eddie. Now I'm happy again.
Leather absorbs liquid, doesn't it?
Oh, God, yeah. It'll just stay right on the leather, too.
Just stay on the leather. It stains.
It'd be puddles. Oh, God, I would be happy. See, those would be my protein drinks. Are you still doing research, Alberto, or what are you doing?
I was trying to research leather leggings, but I don't know.
You couldn't find them?
Yeah, they're there, but I don't know if they're real or not.
They are real. Somebody sent me a picture.
Well, I'm not saying they're made of actual leather, or they.
Maybe they look like leather, but
Like
Maybe they're so tight that they look like leggings.
Like Silence of the Lambs leather.
Oh boy!
No, not that one, Eddie. No, I don't want to look at those ones.
We've learned about Eddie.
No, thank you.
I was just thinking about that movie when he said that the leather leggings.
What are you talking about, Eddie?
I don't know what movies Eddie's watching.
Yeah, what movie is that one?
That's Silence of the Lambs.
Eddie was watching the snuff film.
You sure it's not Silence of the Butthole? What movie are you watching, Eddie? The only thing I remember about is Silence is that dude. What's his name? Buffalo Bill?
Buffalo Bill.
I hope that guy didn't wear those leggings. He tried to hide his junk, huh?
How'd you get a whiff of that, Steve?
No, I don't go down that road, Eddie. There's only one road I travel. Oh my gosh. Let me see here. Eddie, do you think it's a turn on to know angry women?
No.
Like they're just say they're good looking women and they just lose it once in a while, start throwing shit around and just throwing shit around, just losing it, just losing it for a moment, for whatever reason, and then they're back to their most beautiful self.
No, I don't think that would be a turn on.
If you got something after, like she was really revved up, ready to go after the outburst,
like makeup sex.
No, just like just say watching
like
her
post anger sex,
going crazy, and then she came back to normal, and you're like, damn, and maybe it turned you on a little bit. But once she calms down, you don't want to get with her when she's all angry. So you don't want your nothing broken on you or nothing. So
she's bipolar.
No, just Eddie. You've never seen somebody just.
Like, you never see Steve
lose it just for a minute, and then maybe because you got kids or a coworker that pisses you off, and you just start cutting skin off, and then you're okay. It's you just had enough.
It's not a turn on. It's
just for that moment to see somebody. Okay, how about somebody no, you'd have to be had to be their character.
Yeah,
but I mean, it would have to be something where somebody's pushed to the brink, and then they lose it for a couple minutes.
No,
everybody has that. Eddie, like you.
Well, yeah, everybody has it, but
throwing shit around. That's not your
but
style.
It's not a turn on.
For a woman, what if she's good looking?
No, it still wouldn't be a turn on.
Even in leather leggings?
Not to me, anyway. Huh?
Even in leather leggings?
No,
when
not
she's
even
trying to
leather
pick something up, and then her butt gets bigger because she's picking stuff up, and you're just like.
And then she gets angry, starts throwing stuff.
Just don't let her see
it's
you.
Too hard for her.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know. I think it's kind of funny. I don't want to be around in it, like I'll from a distance, but I think it's kind of funny and it's kind of cute. As long as I'm not in there for the reason that the anger's going on.
Yeah, usually you are the cause.
As long as you're not the cause.
I'm not the cause, Eddie. Oh my god.
No, to me that's not a turn on.
Okay, all right. Alberto, is a turn on to you see anybody like that?
No.
I mean, it's over. It's not like they're gonna. They just have a little tantrum for a moment.
Oh, cool. Then I gotta go buy a new TV. Fuck no. Maybe if I was super rich, it would be. But the money's tight. I don't have time to replace plates and glasses.
What if she's fine? What if she's hot?
No.
No, not even that. What if she's hot and she's always giving you everything you want sexually?
And then every once in a while she's just gonna get mad.
Every once in a while she loses. What's that movie? That old movie with Bruce Willis and that girl from Moonlighting. What was her name? Remember Moonlighting?
Well, Bruce Willis was in Moonlighting, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, okay. Well, he did. Okay, he did a movie with the girl who was like that.
Fatal Attraction.
No, yeah. Bruce Willis.
Sorry.
Fatal Attraction. That was what's his name?
Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas. No, Google that one. It was a movie with Bruce Willis, and he was with the girl who was bipolar. She was the sweetest thing, Eddie. But when she flipped, especially when they're out in public, like at dinner or something, she just went, even if they're at a fancy restaunt, start flipping out and tearing up the whole joint. and then she'd wake up. He'd take her home. She'd wake up. I don't know, maybe because he was drinking or she's bipolar or both, and act like nothing happened.
The Color of Night.
Who's the co girl?
Give me more.
No, I don't think that's it.
I think it was the girl from I want to say his co-star from Moonlighting. Who was the co-star of Moonlighting? Eddie? From
Sybil Shepherd.
Sybil Shepherd, was it her?
Oh,
just type in Bruce Willis movie with his girlfriend who's bipolar. Or when she drinks, she gets all nutty. Now I'm gonna have to think about this if you can't find it.
Just look up, I don't know, Bruce Willis movies.
Yeah,
let me go through his whole IMDb.
I think it was in the 90s. I'm pretty sure it was in the 90s. Anybody know? Richard, I know you're watching. I know it's not a Bigfoot thing, but do you remember the movie with Bruce Willis when he's with a girl and I don't know if she already has bipolar, but when she drinks, all hell breaks loose. Huh?
It got worse.
It gets it blows up like 20 times, and she just tears up the whole fucking town.
No, I don't remember.
Oh my gosh, what was that called?
The Story of Us.
The Story of Us. Isn't that with Michael Keaton?
No.
Oh my gosh. Anybody out there, Bruce Willis fans?
Yeah, sorry, we don't have anybody in the chat room.
Well, let me see. Richard, say something. Just because it's not Bigfoot, don't think you can't talk.
Are you sure it's Bruce Willis at this point?
Yes, I'm positive.
No.
I'm going to look while you guys are talking. God,
Blind Date with Kim Basinger?
Oh, yeah, Blind Date. Is that with Bruce Willis and Kim Basinger?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, she's a good-looking girl, so yeah.
Right.
Does it say that she's bipolar or drinks or something, right?
Yeah. Let me go to Wikipedia.
She has a substance abuse problem.
I can read the plot of the movie.
Okay, yeah, so let's read it because
substance abuse.
Maybe it's the drinking, but I think it was both, Eddie. She was a little bipolar, and then that booze hit, and it was all over. Ooh, that Bruce Willis got put through hell through that movie.
And he stayed with her?
Well, she was good looking. She was fine as hell, Eddie.
Yeah, she starts drinking. So the plot, Walter Davis, Bruce Willis, allows his brother, Ted, to set him up on a blind date with Ted's wife's cousin, Nadia. Nadia is shy, and the two experience some awkwardness. However, as the evening goes on, Nadia begins to drink and behave in a wild manner.
Yeah.
A warning about her behavior under the influence of alcohol has been given by Ted's wife, but when Ted relayed the warning to Walter, he made it sound like a joke. Then, to make matters worse, Nadia's jealous ex-boyfriend, David, shows up and exacerbates the situation by stalking the couple all night, assaulting Walter several times, even ramming Walter's car with his own.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it was a rough night for that dude, Bruce Willis.
I mean, you can tell by the picture. I mean,
just show his face all screwed up. Oh, yeah. Eddie, that's a blind date. Could you imagine coming after the end of a night looking like that? I don't even think he got sex either.
Walter ends up being driven insane by Nadia's mishaps and Davis' pursuits and gets himself fired at the diner. His car is destroyed after wreaking havoc at a party. Walter gets arrested for menacing David with a mugger's revolver.
That's a bad night.
It's called Blind Date, folks. Check it out if you haven't seen it. It's pretty funny.
It's a bad date.
Poor Bruce. I still feel bad after all these years about that guy.
It was just a character, okay?
Yeah, but man, just look at the movie poster. Look at that guy. God, damn, that's just from going out on a blind date.
Yeah, more of the story. Don't let people set you up.
Shit.
Eddie, have you ever been set up on a blind date?
I did. I told you I did get to set up on a blind date, and the girl was pregnant.
Oh yeah. Bruce Willis feels bad for Eddie.
Oh man, that's the worst.
Why would they set you up with a girl that's pregnant, looking for a baby daddy?
Because that was the only the only way my friend would.
Was it
my friend? That was the only way that girl would go out with my friend.
It was a double date, right?
Yeah, if he went out or she went, she had to go It had to be a double date.
With a sister or a friend of the other woman?
I think it was. I don't remember if it was her. I think it was her friend. She wouldn't go out with my friend unless that girl came along, and then.
Was she good looking?
So you need her.
I really don't remember.
Does she at least have a pretty face?
Does she have a nice face or
Nah.
no?
Oh. No, we see his heart monitor going off.
She was okay, but she was, like I said, she was pregnant.
Okay, if she wasn't pregnant, would you hop on her? I mean, the way she looks and everything. Oh, so she was okay.
We see Eddie has standards.
So no 69 while she's pregnant?
No.
Yeah, Eddie, you can go down there with your tongue.
She was already showing.
I'm sure you're gonna get it from behind the head.
So where would her belly rest if she was on top of Eddie 69, like on his diaphragm? Where would the belly hit on Eddie? Because her stomach's big. On his chest, so Eddie would have trouble breathing.
Eddie would have to like really lean down, like
that was
kind of like when you're leaning over the bed, like to look underneath. You really gotta bend your body.
I think I didn't talk. I think I didn't talk to him for like a couple of weeks.
What about the girl though?
Eddie called her back the next day.
I didn't.
Well, did you guys kiss goodnight or anything? Or?
No.
Not even a little time.
Eddie, I just need to know, did your friend end up hooking up with her friend or what?
He did.
Oh, so he got some?
He did.
Did he
Eddie the
give you
wingman,
man? Did he at least give you the underwear?
No.
So all you got was a pregnant chick, huh?
All I got was a talk. We were just talking all night.
Oh man, not even a hand job?
No.
Well,
no,
how
it was
far?
just.
Okay, wait a minute. Did she have a boyfriend? Did she have a boyfriend?
That I don't know. I think I asked her, but I think either they were broken up or they were mad at each other, or so I don't know. I forget.
Imagine if it was like a blind date and Eddie's talking and the boyfriend comes.
Ramps Eddie's car.
Well, that happened, but it was.
We got to get that picture of Bruce Willis and put Eddie's face on it.
That happened, but it was her brother.
Oh no!
I'm gonna have to call Henry. Henry does all that stuff for what do you call that when you move faces onto places?
Photoshop.
Photoshopping.
Oh, so Eddie, what? Her brother came in, thought you did the deed. Shotgun on you.
Oh,
her brother came home. Oh man, I had to jump out the window. Oh no!
No, that was another girl. Oh, we're learning stuff about Eddie.
You double dated at their house?
Bed.
You double dated at the house. The girl that was pregnant.
No, that was a different time where the girl I was with. Her brother came home. Her brother came home, and I had to hide under the bed, then sneak out the window.
So that's your only experience on a double date. A blind date.
Or a blind date.
Oh yeah, blind date. Yeah, the blind date. Yeah.
And you never did it again because of that, or you just never had the opportunity?
Let's see. No, I think because of that, it just turned me off to blind dates.
You thought they were all pregnant ladies looking for love.
Yeah. Looking for love in all the wrong places.
Well, that's very interesting, Eddie. That'd be something. Imagine doing 69 with a pregnant girl.
Well, it was okay when I was married. I mean, that was okay.
Did it push on your diaphragm?
No.
No. She wasn't like 9 months pregnant yet, or no? Or
no.
Like 1 month. I'm talking doing it like at 9.5 months pregnant.
Oh no, not
like you
think it'd be too hard
before you head to the hospital.
9 months would be too hard.
Eddie's wife was her water breaks. Hold on, baby, before we go. It's like
9 months
down there.
In 9 months, you'd probably be the one to break the water.
Oh, Eddie's got a snorkel on. Oh God.
Yeah, that was my blind date. My blind date was I can't say it was a disaster but we just talked.
Eddie.
Well, Eddie, I mean, you're basically the wingman. You were dealing with the friends, so your friend get lucky,
I was a good
did your job.
I was a good friend.
Did she ask you to fill the baby bump kick?
I think I did. I think I did fill your belly.
Oh no!
Oh boy, Eddie, what's the matter with you?
Eddie bonded with the kid, then broke the kid's heart.
Yeah.
Eddie
left the kid
Mommy,
to go get milk.
I had never been with a pregnant girl, so I just didn't know what it was like.
Well, did you feel a little compassion or?
I felt. I don't know if I don't remember if I felt bad for her or if I felt happy for her.
Well, how old were you guys? This wasn't like 15-year-olds, was it?
God, I was like
9.
No, I was in high school. I was in high school, so it must have been like 14, 15.
Okay, Eddie.
How old was the girl? Was she also 15 or a little older?
I think she was like 17 or 18.
You couldn't even give her like a little French kiss just to show that your gratitude.
I didn't want to. I didn't.
Well, she was pretty.
Just the whole thing that she was pregnant. It just was a deal breaker.
So let's just say you guys started French kissing, right? Mm-hmm. Would you get freaked out if she grabbed your hand and put it on her belly to feel the baby kicking while your tongue's in her mouth?
The baby gets excited. Oh,
the baby spinning around in circles.
Yeah, it'd be uncomfortable.
Oh boy!
The thing is, she was showing
it. Watch starts going nuts.
She was showing it. I think if she wouldn't be showing and she wouldn't have told me, then maybe things would have been different. But
also,
she would have let Eddie on. Tell him lies. Eddie, you got me pregnant.
Lies. Oh yeah, God, can you imagine?
Could you imagine like if she was like 9.5 months pregnant and they decided to do that 6'9", right? And then Eddie ends up with a black eye. How'd you get that? Oh, the baby.
The baby headbutted him on the way out.
Oh gosh! All right, that's not nice.
You guys are too much.
All right, we gotta get out of here. Alberto, you got anything else to say?
No.
Sorry
to Eddie's blind date. Eddie with the man and wouldn't man up, either take care of the kid or 6'9" you.
Don't go on blind dates.
Well, there's nothing wrong with blind dates. You just got set up with one you were like.
I mean, your friend was just thinking about himself there. He wasn't caring about you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He was getting all that booty, and you're sitting there talking about the future with the girl you didn't even know.
Planning the kid's future.
Yeah, we were discussing names.
The girl's all, how much money do you make?
Eddie Jr.
I didn't have a job then, Steve.
She's probably planning where you're gonna put your resumes.
She would have got the penny saver back in the day. So let's look for some jobs you need to provide.
Yeah, I didn't have a job back then.
That's a whole blind date, looking through the penny saver for work for Eddie.
My job was mowing my neighbor's lawns for money.
She's all, looks like you're gonna have to pick up a few more.
Mow down the whole neighborhood.
Oh gosh.
Oh, man.
All right, we're gonna get out of here with sunset legs.
That was my source of income.
Sunset legs?
No, the neighbor's lawns.
Oh my gosh! Have you guys ever heard of sunset legs?
No.
Nope.
Legs good. Legs so fine you'll go down on them.
I guess.
Never heard sunset legs. You go down on them like a sunset.
I never heard of that term.
You like pretty legs?
I love pretty legs.
On a woman, Eddie.
I love them.
Yes. Okay. Well, imagine the best set of looking legs you've ever laid your eyes on.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and shaved, or I don't know. Mm-hmm. Do girls wax their legs, or they just shave? They wax. They wax the whole leg.
They do both.
All the leg, all of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is this true, Alberto?
I guess they could. I don't know.
I thought they only wax like the little parts, like the private area, the armpits, but the whole
they can wax
leg?
the whole leg. It lasts longer.
Good Lord, that's gotta
too
be
bad.
a lot of.
Too bad Alyssa's not here. We'd ask her.
Man, that gotta be painful.
Yeah, it's painful.
The whole leg? Isn't there like a lot of bumps that come up and it's all ugly?
Yeah.
Well, that's not no sunset leg to me. I mean, you get a little bumps in the private area because it's a small piece, but you got the whole leg looking like
they go away after it. They don't stay there. Do they?
Look like you got rosola.
It's like when you shave. When you shave, you get razor bumps and stuff.
Well, that's like, yeah, I guess if you shave every day on the same cuts, you wait a day or two and then you shave.
Right.
But we don't wax our face. We don't imagine waxing your beard every day.
But girls do.
They wax their beard.
They wax their
their
mustache.
Lips. Oh God, Eddie. Here's Eddie.
Their
Alberto,
lips and they even laser.
What a way to end the show.
Laser.
Eddie, why are you talking about women's mustaches?
Eddie throwing his women out under the bus.
I'm not throwing them.
So what are you saying? That
it's what they do.
All women have mustaches?
Not all of them, no.
How many percentile do you think have mustaches?
I would say 25%.
And the other ones don't have nothing?
They do. They all have like a little
Peach
bit
fuzz?
of thing, but you just can't see them. Yeah.
So have you witnessed women you've dated in the past that actually shave their face? With shaving cream and everything?
Oh no, not with shaving cream. They use that
like shave like a guy?
No. They use that I think it's called neat or nair or
Oh, okay. So yeah, how about nair? But then they still have to take it off, don't they? What do they use to take it off?
I think it comes off with the cloth.
Really? Have you seen girls do that?
Yeah.
On their whole face?
Not their whole face, but like
how about here?
Yeah. My ex-wife used to do it. She used to put the stuff on, and I think
she's covering his microphone.
It just rubs off.
Okay, all right. So women have hair there that they try to get rid of. Okay, I know that. I've seen that.
Yeah.
I just wanted your honest opinion, Eddie.
That is my honest opinion.
Thank you for being honest.
I've seen it done.
I've actually seen a girl shave before.
Like shave?
Yes.
I've seen them shave their armpits and legs, but not their face.
Yeah, I have. That was a topic I wanted to talk about, but we ran out of time. Is to all the girls I loved before that were bitches. Some of them I liked, and some of them turned out to be. Excuse me, ladies, I hate to use that word, but some of them turned out to be real bitches, Eddie.
To all the girls I've loved before.
This has been a very devastating show for me.
My door. Yeah, a lot of scabs have been opened up for Steve.
My school days.
Your bitch girlfriends.
You like to look back on the girls you dated and have good memories.
I think I have good memories about the girls I've dated. I don't think I've.
You don't have any bad memories. None of them were
I
shitty
mean,
too.
Not really. No, not just.
He's happy with the dated, not the married.
Oh,
no, I had a good marriage. I had a good marriage.
No, but I mean, you never had a relationship where somebody did wrong and you're like, I can't be in this, and they just lied, or something that just wasn't right in the relationship, and you said, hey, I'm not doing this. I don't want to be together no more. Or everybody you dated was perfect.
No, they weren't perfect by any means, but
there was nobody where you said, hey, I don't want to be together no more.
Yeah, there was. Yeah.
Well, I mean, was it because they were doing something that you didn't approve of, or you just got tired of their face, or what?
We were just young, and it was like just young, and we were just,
So why did you break up? She did for no reason. You just didn't want to be together with a woman.
Or go see other people, and I mean, we were young. We were with somebody, and then you moved on, and.
So you never with somebody who done you wrong, or just did something that said, "Hey, you know what? This isn't right. I'm sorry, but I don't want to be in this relationship because what you did, I didn't approve of."
Yeah. There's a girl named Sheila.
Oh boy,
a girl named Sheila that I was with.
Oh, we don't need names, Eddie.
Eddie, I know it sounds like I'm trying to pry, but you don't have to give the names.
Sheila, yeah, she did me wrong.
What did she do? She sat on somebody else's face.
Yeah, she was with one of my friends.
Oh boy, in front of you?
No, not in front of me.
What happened? How did you hear about it? From your friend?
She told me.
Oh no, that's even worse.
That's it. We're done.
What did she say? She just said, "Hey, I had a good time with your friend," but it didn't mean nothing.
She just said it just happened.
What did your friend say?
He said he was sorry. I'm gonna kick his ass.
Oh,
Look
Alberto,
at
what
look
do
at
you
him
think?
catch
Oh.
him.
Oh,
well, hold
you
on, man.
never
You're
saw
making
him
Eddie
again?
angry.
Huh?
You never saw him again?
He skipped town.
I don't know where he went, but yeah.
So he called you on the phone and said, "Hey, I'm sorry," and then you never heard from him again.
From a
he told
payphone
me
at a
through,
Greyhound station.
He told me through another friend that he was sorry.
And then you never saw him again. Your best friend?
He wasn't my best friend. He was just a friend.
Oh,
More of an acquaintance.
Okay, can I ask you one question before we get out of here?
Yes, you can.
Did it hurt you?
Yes, it did. Yeah.
Did you kind of like the girl a lot and you were getting along?
I did.
So
really,
it hurt.
really
It hurt that way where
Mm-hmm.
you liked the girl and it hurt you. And it
Yeah,
was your
but
friend.
now thinking back on it, it was dumb. She was a nice girl and everything,
But it hurt.
well, and then I was with her sister, so
Oh, God. You know, we're gonna get out of here. So
The
you're
truth
not
comes
all-
out. The truth comes out.
There's more
But
to
that-
the story, folks.
this was later on in
So
later
you're
on.
revenge.
We're gonna make a movie about this. Blind Eddie.
I didn't see it as revenge. It just happened, you know, like she said.
This guy just.
Yeah.
Eddie, I don't even know. I was about ready to really feel bad for you. So you slept with her sister,
Yes.
or you were with her sister, or whatever.
I was with her sister. Her sister actually she gave me a blowjob with that, but she wanted to do it with ice in her mouth.
Oh God! Was there any reason she wanted to like baptize you, or what?
She wanted she just wanted
what
to
the
try
hell?
it.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't know. It was supposed to feel better for me, I guess she said.
Oh, it's all for you.
Mm-hmm.
Putting ice in her mouth on you.
Mhm.
Ice on a wiener usually makes it small.
That's what I said.
What'd she say?
She said it was supposed to be good.
Was it?
It was. It was.
So unless she wanted a mixed drink, like the ice was already in her mouth and you just put the protein on it.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, okay. She wanted a little martini.
Mm-hmm. She was kind of freaky. She was freaky.
How long did that relationship last?
With the sister?
Yes.
Oh, just the one time.
That was it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess the ice wasn't that great then.
It was
I would've
good,
went back
but
for a couple more.
it was no. It was just a one time thing.
All right. Well, now that everybody got, we've had 2 interviews today, one with Derek Webb and one with Eddie. So
Sleazy E there.
Sleazy E. Oh gosh.
Pretend
guys.
to be a good guy.
I am a good guy.
I like how
Pretends
his
to be a good
stories. Eddie's stories always start out a certain way, right? Where they sound like you ask questions. No, but little by little.
You kind of just want to take it and okay, that's a story, but just ask one more question, then the truth comes out.
A few more questions. There's something else that pops up. Oh, well, I slept with their sister. Like, what?
Yeah, I didn't sleep with her sister. I just got a sexual favor from her sister.
Oh.
So you just got a blowjob.
Look how the story turns.
Oh,
Yeah, I just got a.
I'm disappointed. Steve, get out of here.
Yeah,
We'll be
let's
back.
go. I thought you were doing the whole thing on top of each other. And,
I just got a Hummer.
damn, I never heard ice cubes, huh? I guess that's something.
Uh-huh.
That's not gonna be cold, Eddie.
She said pepper. I think she wanted to try with the peppermint.
Peppermint
I
candy.
forget if it was a peppermint stick or peppermint candy or some kind of menthol. I don't know.
Oh, well, imagine she sticks the peppermint stick in Eddie's pee hole. Oh Lord, get that cool feeling all the way to his nutsack.
Somebody just put a razor blade down there.
Oh God.
Okay, get some punishment for his sister.
Oh, that phantasm thing. Remember that little ball that goes with little spikes?
She was an older girl. I think she was like 4 or 5 years older than me too.
Oh boy.
Oh my God. She wasn't sticking her fingers anywhere else, was she? While she was doing
No.
this? Okay.
No.
'Cause, those older women like to take advantage of the younger guys. They like to dominate them, Eddie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, guys. We went over a little longer show today, right, Alberto?
We're breaking down Eddie's past there.
All right. We're going to get out of here. We're going to be back next week, though. And next week's not Thanksgiving, is it?
No.
It's the week
Then
after?
we're on
That one.
vacation next week.
The week after we are. So
Nobody
next week-
told you to think.
Nobody. We'll have our Thanksgiving show next Thursday because we're going to be off Thanksgiving week.
Yeah.
Is that right?
That's right.
In 2 weeks is Thanksgiving. We'll be off in 2 weeks. Okay, so next
we'll
week
be here next week. Yeah.
God, Thanksgiving already.
Yes.
Well, happy birthday, Eddie.
Oh, wait a minute. Eddie, is your birthday today?
No.
When is it?
Tomorrow.
Oh, God damn it. All right. So what we're going to do...
Sorry, I see Steve then buy you a present again this year.
Hold on. Hold on. Eddie, when's Alberto's?
He doesn't know.
It passed already.
Shit. Well, Eddie knows.
I think it was the 8th.
Why did you say anything? Eddie?
Well, because I'm a true friend to Eddie. That's why I wished him a happy birthday. I didn't wish you a happy birthday because I don't give a damn.
Alberto's was yesterday.
What are you attacking me for? I didn't say anything about you.
I know. No, I didn't attack you. I said I was a bad person.
I have a niece whose birthday was the same day as Alberto's yesterday.
Oh, it was yesterday. Oh, God. All right, everybody, you know what? This show has been atrocious. Well, happy birthday to Alberto. Happy birthday to Eddie.
Don't worry, Eddie.
Next year, let me know in advance, like the day before or something, or the week before.
Steve's going to head down to the grocery store to get you some Braunschweiger.
Yes, Braunschweiger for everybody.
Put a bow on it. That's your birthday.
Hey, for our Thanksgiving show, we're going to have a combo. We're going to have a Thanksgiving and a Braunschweiger birthday batch.
We're going to have a Braunschweiger turkey.
Oh, God. Just stick the whole tube in the turkey butt.
So what does it taste like, Steve? You've had it.
It tastes like man. It tastes manly. I don't know. You have to try it. I don't know.
It tastes like man. I've never tasted man before.
Well, I'm not talking like dirty. It just tastes like rough and tough and like a beach or I don't know. You take a bite of it, Eddie, it'll feel like you've been drinking for 24 hours straight. You look like that Bruce Willis dude. Yeah, you eat that thing, you look like that.
Put it on your chest, though, huh?
Yeah, put it on your chest, your ass, anywhere. Put it all over the place. Everybody go try some Braunschweiger at your local grocery mart. And just lightly toast a piece of bread. Throw some of that on there. You know what? It may make you gag and stuff like that, but it'll make your penis hard as a rock. You can love your woman all night long. Love you long times. All right, guys.
Is that what your grandpa said?
Yes, he says you eat that, you go all night long, son. And he had like 7 kids, so I believe
boy.
That. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. We'll see you guys next week, same time, same place, and be our Thanksgiving show. And go check out Natural Wonders and O'Hara's Landscaping. To get those, go to our website. It's on our website, right, Alberto? All that stuff.
Yes.
Go to our website.
I put O'Hara's up, but Natural Wonders is there.
Okay, go to the M25show.com and Natural Wonders. Our sponsor is on there, and we'll have O'Hara's Landscaping there soon. So we'll keep you posted. All righty, Eddie, we're gonna get out of here.
Next week I'll have a piece of toast with Braunschweiger on this show.
Are you gonna get some? Can you do that? Can you do that for us? Yeah, it's right there by the bacon, by the deli, the bologna, the bacon. You know that little section is kind of mixed up. Bologna. Get some and bring a piece of bread, and why don't we all do it and we'll all try it together and see who can keep a good face.
What about head cheese? Have you ever had head cheese?
No, that don't even sound good.
You know, at this point, we're just gonna podcast the whole week. We'll be
that's in the bologna section too.
Thursday.
Hey guys, wait here. I'll just keep the show running. I'm gonna go to the store. Hold on.
You know what? Just keep the feed going.
It's in the bologna section too. Head cheese.
Head cheese.
You are head cheese. Steve killed the show. We're out of here.
Head cheese. Okay, is it that stinky cheese?
No, I think it's like bologna. It's like
is that
5 or 6 meats put together.
Does it look at those little? Looks like what is that bread on Christmas? That log bread or what is that?
Fruitcake.
Fruitcake. Yeah, that has those bright looking colors in it and everything.
No, it's
what is that? Is that liver bologna? It's Oscar Mayer, and you can see little chunks of things inside the bologna.
Oh, I think that's something else. But the head cheese is look it up and you'll see.
All right, I'll look it up and I'll find that other thing I was talking about, and we'll bring some Braunschweiger on the next show, and we'll try it out. All right, guys, we'll see you guys next week.
All right.
Memories in high school flames. Some good, some bad. Can you remember their names? Light up a smoke on Pomona Street with the long hair rockers. Oh, the memories. Classic cars, big tits and bars, drinking all night like rock and roll stars. When I play that song, don't it take you back?